I get asked for turntable recommendations all the time. With so many options out there, it's easy to get overwhelmed, and choosing the wrong one can be a costly mistake. Today I'm cutting through the noise. I've narrowed it down to 6 new turntables starting at just $250 that I've personally lived with and put through their paces. These are the ones that I would recommend to my own friends. I saved the best for last. It's a heavy hitter for one of the most iconic names in hi-fi. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the list, just a quick side note. I do not cover vintage turntables in this video. I'm sticking strictly to new gear. However, if you are after a vintage turntable, there are tons of great ones out there. First up is the U-Turn Orbit Basic. I've said it before, but this turntable punches way above its weight. It's assembled in the USA, and for under $250, it's the perfect gateway into vinyl, 1,000 times better than the all-in-one suitcase style record players. The Basic is a simple belt drive design, and while it's minimalistic, it holds a steady speed and sounds remarkably good for the price. I suggest spending the extra $50 for the Q lever. It may save your records from clumsy hands. As a side note, the Orbit does not come with a preamp by default. You can add one at the factory for an extra $80, but personally, I would go with an external preamp. There are very good ones available from companies such as Fosse Audio for around the same price or less. If you can stretch your budget just a bit further, check out the Fluance RT82, which sells for around $350 US or $420 in Canada. I've tested a few Fluance decks, and this one stands out for value. It features an isolated servo-controlled motor for steady speed. The isolation helps minimize external noise and vibration. It also comes with the Ortophone OM10 cartridge, a solid performer that tracks nicely. One thing to keep in mind though, the RT82 does not have a built-in preamp, so you'll need an external one or a phono input on your amplifier. One of the best things about the RT82 is that it has the exact same bones as Fluance's more expensive RT85. You can buy an RT82 today and essentially turn it into an RT85 later by upgrading the platter and the cartridge. It's a turntable that grows with you. Next is a turntable that almost every vinyl enthusiast will recognize, the Audio-Technica LP120XUSB. It retails for $450 but can often be found cheaper. Unlike the last two, this is a direct drive turntable. There's no belt to worry about. This gives you high torque and quick startup times. The turntable comes loaded with features including a pitch slider, a built-in preamp you can switch off, and a USB output for digitizing your collection. The LP120 is modeled after the legendary Technics SL-100, though as I've said before, the build quality isn't on that level. It's lighter and uses more plastic, but for the price, it's a workhorse. One thing I like about this updated X version is that the RCA cables are now removable, making it way easier to swap them out. Plus, it comes with the ATVM95E cartridge. That's a solid performer, but you can easily upgrade the stylus down the road to make this deck even more musical. If you want the best of what Fluance has to offer without having to do the upgrades yourself, go straight for the RT85. It sells for around $550 or $700 in Canada. I mentioned earlier that the RT82 has the same bones, but the RT85 is the fully loaded version right out of the box. Two big reasons why you'd buy this over the 82 are the platter and the cartridge. First, it comes with a heavy acrylic platter. Not only does it look good, at least in my opinion, but the density of the acrylic helps with speed consistency and dampens unwanted vibrations. It also comes with an excellent cartridge, the Ortophone 2M Blue. That cartridge alone retails for over $200. It reaches deep into the grooves to pull out detail you simply won't hear using cheaper needles. You can also opt to get this deck as the RT85N, which comes with the Nagaoka MP110 cartridge. That one is also excellent. It's perhaps a little less detailed than the Ortophone Blue, but it's also a warmer, more laid-back sounding cartridge. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either. If you're ready to step up your game a bit, check out the Pro-Ject debut EVO2. I've been a Pro-Ject fan and user for a long time. I've put my original debut Carbon through the ringer. Now I'm cheating here a bit because I have not tried out the new EVO2 yet, but it's essentially a souped up version of my debut Carbon, which has treated me well for over a decade. The EVO2 sells for around $800 US or $1,000 Canadian, but again, these prices can change. It's a European made turntable and features a one-piece carbon fiber tone arm. Those tone arms are incredibly stiff and lightweight, which helps the needle track the grooves with precision. It's a belt drive design, but Pro-Ject has included an electronic speed switch, so it's easy to go from 33 to 45 RPM. What I like about the debut line in general is the simplicity of the design. There are no built-in preamps or USB ports here. Every dollar of that $800 is going to the motor suspension, the platter, the tone arm, the design, everything. These are very musical turntables. The EVO2 comes in several finishes. Personally, I like the high gloss black, but that finish does show fingerprints easily, so avoid it if that's an issue to you.
Channel 33 RPM.
This one has crept up in price lately. It's a heavy hitter from one of the most iconic names in hi-fi, the Technics SL-100C. Pricing on this one, I gotta say, has been a bit of a wild ride. It was originally introduced at $999 US and increased to $1,099 last year. As I was putting this video together, I noticed the US MSRP increased another $300 to $1,399, though it can still be found cheaper. This latest price increase seems reserved for the US. Prices are steady in Canada and the UK, so I'm not sure what's going on there. My only advice to those of you living in the US is to keep an eye out for sales, because I know there are still deals out there. I try keeping all the turntables in this video under $1,000 or so, but this one's going to be the exception. If you've followed this channel for a while, you'll know I'm a huge fan of Technics, and my main turntable is an SL-1200. Like the 1200, the SL-100C is a direct drive turntable featuring Technics cordless motor technology. It's incredibly stable and built to last. The SL-100C is a streamlined version of the more expensive 1500C. They removed the built-in preamp and passed on the savings. I'm not a big fan of internal preamps anyway, so it's not something I missed. It also comes with a cheaper cartridge, the Audio-Technica VM95C, rather than the Ortofon 2M Red. Honestly, I wouldn't bother with the stock cartridge for long. This turntable is deserving of something better. The 100C features the legendary Technics S-shaped tone arm and a very handy auto lift function, which raises the needle at the end of a record. It's a lifesaver for your stylus if you happen to get distracted or fall asleep while listening to music. The 100C is not as beefy or hefty as a classic 1200, but still offers great hi-fi value. I also want to mention a few other decks that by all accounts are fantastic. These include the premium U-Turn Orbit Theory, the Riga Planner 1 and 3, both classics, and the brand new Technics SL-50C. Oh, and the brand new Audio-Technica LP120XUSB, which is a sleek, modern belt drive turntable. Now, full disclosure, these last few turntables, these honorable mentions, I have not personally tried them out yet, so I can't give you the official Channel 33 RPM stamp of approval based on first-hand experience, but based on the reputation of these manufacturers and the specs of these turntables, they definitely are worth checking out if you are in the market for a record player or turntable in this price range. Alright, 33ers, let me know your thoughts on these turntables in the comments below, or provide other recommendations. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, keep on spinning.